You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
How's it going, guys? Hero94 back again here with another action figure review, and today we are looking at the Bandai Tamashii Nations Harry Potter action figure. This is the SH Figuarts version from the Sorcerer's Stone, the very first movie, so this is the youngest version of Harry. So let's take a look at it. It comes in this very cool little box. It's very small. There's the side of the box, and then here is the back side. So in case you guys were interested in this figure, you can check out the link down below in the description where you guys can check it out at BigBadToyStore.com. So I have seen all the films. I've seen them all once. So I remember some parts. I don't remember it perfectly. I'm not like the hugest, or if that's the word, biggest fan of Harry Potter. So, I'd have to go back and probably rewatch it to understand a few parts. But this is, of course, the one from the first movie. And I did enjoy all the movies. I did go through all 7 or 8, which I don't know how many it is. I know it's around there. I didn't read the books, though. I'm not much of a reader. But I did enjoy the movies. So, as far as I can see, this figure looks pretty good. It looks just like how he did in the very first movie, which was very, very young. And he comes with a lot of accessories. I'm actually surprised here. They packed in a lot of stuff with him. So let's check that out first, and then we'll get to the figure. So first we have a alternate coat piece, and this is just the one that drapes over his back because the sleeves are molded onto the figure. And this is for when he is riding his broom right here. So this is the Nimbus 2000 from the movie. They actually wrote it on the end of the broomstick. And they did a good job with this. Looks good. I mean, what else could you do with a broomstick? So I guess this is as good as it gets. We got the little stand for his feet. Although it does look like it's slightly coming off already. So maybe over time it'll come off, at least on mine. But as long as you don't be rough with it, I think it's fine. So let's see if you can pick it up there. They actually wrote it there, so that looks good. So the coat piece is actually for when he's riding it, and it's blowing in the wind, of course. So that's pretty cool. Then we do get an owl. So we get the owl where he can just perch on his arm or his shoulder or his hand or whatnot. And then you can actually change out his wings and have it to where his wings are spread open. So we get alternate wings for the owl right here. That pegs in with a ball joint, and now his wings are spread open. So that's pretty cool. You see here, there's a peg hole on the back of the owl. Furthermore, we do get a stack of books, so he can hold or place anywhere he needs. And they're all molded together, but that's pretty nice little accessory. And of course, the wand itself for Harry. So this is the head that we get attached on the figure from the package, and we get 2 more faces. So we have this face here, so you can see the one on the hair right now, it's smiling, and this one's more serious. And then the last one is like he's in a fight pose or battle mode here. And you can see they did put the scar on the forehead, although you cannot see it once you put it onto the head because of the hair. Alright, so we get a pair of open hands that are a little relaxed. Then we get a pair of hands that you can grip with, and the thumbs are sticking up. You have a regular gripping hand here. And lastly, of course, this is for the wand. So in terms of this articulation, we got the head that swivels left and right here. It goes 360, of course. It will go up quite a lot, and then it does go down this much here. The back hair piece is a loose piece, so you'll see it rattling around back there. And then we have the arm that can move forward and back, in and out that far. We do get a bicep swivel or shoulder swivel, a double jointed elbow that bends furthermore than a 90-degree bend, so that's nice. Then we have a wrist swivel, and there's a hinge. You can see here there's little shoulder socket joints here, so you can kind of move it forward and back as much as you can until his robe hinders it a little. There is a diaphragm joint at the torso that can swivel and crunch forward and back. There's a waist swivel too. The legs will go forward. They don't drop down. They would spread open if this piece was a little bit softer, but it's actually really hard, so it doesn't spread open as much as it can, but you can get them, still posed up fairly well. You can swivel it at the thigh. The knees bend very nicely here. And then we do get the ankles that will hinge forward and back. We get the pivot. We get the standard swivel, and then the toe hinge right here. So Harry stands about 5 inches tall. So he's a bit of a short figure. I mean, he's under 5 inches, as you can see there. So 4.5 to almost 5 inches tall. He's a kid. He's a short guy, so he's meant to be shorter. I'm sure when they release Snape, he's going to be very tall next to this guy. But just to get a sense of his scale, let's get him into some comparisons here with some other figures. So Vegeta's already a short figure for the Dragon Ball line of SH Figuarts, but you can see how he is very tall next to Harry over here. Then next to a Mezco 1/12 figure, we have homemade Spidey suit Spider-Man. He's out of frame. And there we go. Here's a NECA TMNT Leonardo figure. Next to the Figuarts Power Rangers White Ranger Tommy, he's a short figure too, and you see he's taller than Harry. Here's next to the Marvel Legends Miles Morales figure. This is using their little shorter teenager mold for Miles here, and it's still taller than Harry. Here's the Atreus NECA figure from the God of War 2-pack. And then here he is next to the SH Figuarts little Cyberman statue figurine that came with the Yamcha. And here's Harry's best friend, Ron Weasley. So they did release all 3 children, Hermione, Ron, and Harry, as their first wave of figures. And it seems like they're doing well because they have announced a Snape figure next. So, I mean, this line could go for a while. You know, there's a lot of characters they can make. I'd be very excited for a Hagrid. That'd be awesome if they could make a Hagrid. But we'll see where this line takes us. Also, I almost forgot, his head swivels. The owl's head swivels. Almost missed that part. But another thing I noticed, and I checked the box again unless I am completely blind, but there is nothing, there's no stand or anything to plug into the back of this owl and have him stay balanced on Harry in any way. So as far as I can see, there's nothing, and you just gotta kind of play with it, and hopefully he will stay like that. I mean, he's leaning against his head right now. I'm gonna check again, but I didn't see any type of stand or anything you plug into the back of the owl to have him stay on Harry. Alright, well, I didn't find anything, so maybe I'm missing it, or maybe they really didn't include it and they just have the peg hole there in case you have an SH Figuarts stand from another figure and you can just use that. But right now he's leaning, or one of his wings is leaning against Harry's head, and that's how the owl is staying on right now. But anyways, that will wrap things up here. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I think this is a nice little figure. It's funny that they went and made Harry Potter figures, seeing that there's nothing going on with Harry Potter. Harry Potter's been over and done with for a while. I know there's Fantastic Beasts, but they still went ahead and did the original crew from the first movie, which I guess was the best idea. Why would you start with Fantastic Beasts figures? But still, I mean, the new movies are still coming out for those. Anyway, still pretty cool for fans of the never dying series of Harry Potter. There's always going to be fans for that, so nice to get some definitive action figures from that movie. Anyways, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, have a great day. Bye.